Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Rudy, your host for today's webinar. Thank you for standing by and welcome to the Esri India webinar on Create Compelling GIS-based dashboards in a snap. In today's webinar, we will explore how you can use ArcGIS Dashboard to easily configure a dashboard to keep track of your strategic, operational, or tactical KPIs in a real time anywhere. The speakers for today's webinar is Mr. VSAV Krishna Kumar. Krishna is working with Esri India for past 4.5 years and has experience working in segments such as state GIS, forestry, and disaster management. He works with startups and ISVs to support them in migrating their solutions to ArcGIS platform. He is certified as ArcGIS Desktop Associate, ArcGIS Desktop Professional, ArcGIS Online Administration Specialty, and ArcGIS API for JavaScript Specialty. For the duration of presentation, all participants' line will be in listen-only mode. We also have a panel of Esri India experts on call to answer any queries you may have. We will have a question and answer session post the presentation. Meanwhile, if you have any questions, you may also send them across to all panelists using the chat window on the right-hand side on your console. Our teams are hosting this webinar from their home environments. We have planned this event to ensure minimal disruptions to the service during the event for your seamless experience. In case we face any unexpected disruption, please be patient. We would take necessary steps to restore the service immediately. So now, without further delay, I would like to hand over the proceedings to Mr. Krishna from Esri India. Mr. Krishna, welcome to the program. You're now ready to begin.
Thanks, Rudy. Thank you guys for joining us. You should be here to know or learn about ArcGIS dashboards. We do appreciate for showing up. We had a lot of content to show you in this session. With this, we'll get started. What we're going to cover over the next hour is I'll give you a high-level product overview. Maybe you are new to ArcGIS or new to ArcGIS dashboards. We're going to explain to you exactly what it is, how you get it, and what you can do with it. Then I'll show you a few different examples of ArcGIS dashboards. You might have seen many dashboards built on ArcGIS. After this session, I'm sure you guys will be able to create one dashboard very easily because I'm going to show you how easy and simple to configure and create ArcGIS dashboard. I'll show you a few resources from which you can learn more about dashboards. And of course, we'll have Q&A at the end of this session. So ArcGIS dashboards, right? It is an app which allows you to make dashboard applications. When I say dashboard, a lot of us think of dashboard in a car. We see our display will be given metrics on how our car is functioning. Well, you can build a dashboard application which gives you the status that monitors the project or give you status of a report or summary of your data. In other words, performance indicators all within a single screen display. It's all configurable and you do not have to write any code at all. You're going to find it's very useful. If you have to make a report of something, maybe you send them a Word document, maybe you send them a PowerPoint or monthly status, or you make a story map. Well, you could also configure a ArcGIS dashboard. What we are finding is a lot of management and senior stakeholders likes dashboards. But now dashboards are used everywhere by a lot of different people and many different roles. It's included within ArcGIS Online, just like other configurable templates. Web Builder, ArcGIS Dashboard is tightly integrated within the user experience. And you will see that in my demo. Also, this app is available in ArcGIS Enterprise, specifically in ArcGIS Portal component, which gives you ArcGIS Online user experience at 10.6 release or later. If you have ArcGIS Enterprise 10.6 or have access to ArcGIS Online Organization, you already have ArcGIS Dashboard and you can use it today. So here in this slide, you can see GIS is supporting multiple missions. You may need data or analysis for different purposes. It may be intelligence, planning, sustainability, command and control, or field operations. These requirements can be easily met by configuring different dashboards for different people. And you can give access to these dashboards to different groups. What makes it really powerful is that it gives you many different options to visualize your data. It includes many different elements, like you can add a map, legend, serial chart, pie chart, indicators, list. We can also embed other web pages, applications within ArcGIS dashboards. All these are configurable so that you can create custom display to show the status or progress of whatever data you are interested in within a single display. The other benefit is we have also have interactive tools which can be really useful. I could have a map and I could have a chart and I can leave a dashboard as is. And these elements update as data gets updated. That is one approach. Or I could make it interactive. So if I have a map and when I zoom into any particular area of interest, all my elements get updated accordingly. This sounds simple and becomes very powerful information tool. It gives the user full control to view the information they want to view, all within web browser. That means dashboards are supported on desktops, tablets, and also we will allow you to view dashboards on mobile device if you would like. Let me show you a few examples on these. Here, there is one dashboard where you can see different maps for 2015, 2014, and what is the change. And you have a legend here. You can zoom into any particular area and you can see the difference in these three maps. This is one approach. And another approach is you can see a dashboard here configured with different indicators, charts, pie charts, and different elements or stack. If you zoom into any particular area, you can see my dashboard gets updated accordingly. Not only map, you can have different cross filters also. Like I can select anything, any data on my map, and I can see my data gets updated on whatever data I am selecting. Also, you can select any of the chart elements and see the data is getting updated accordingly. Going back to my slides. So again, looking at the slides, we have ArcGIS dashboards on top. It is a premium presentation app which allows you to display your data. Looking at icons, diagrams on the left, maybe you have field operations. Maybe you're using Collector for ArcGIS or Survey 123 for ArcGIS to collect the data. You can take that data that you're collecting in the field and display that collected data, basically feature layers within ArcGIS dashboards. We have many users doing that today. It is a great option for you to show the progress of your work being done in the field. Notice on the right-hand side, we also have GIS server. That means we can also consume services from ArcGIS Enterprise. If you have map services, feature services that you're using, you can also leverage that in ArcGIS dashboards. And finally, at very bottom, there is something called Geo Event Server. This is the extension to ArcGIS Enterprise. It is software that allows you to process thousands of records per second in a real-time data field. ArcGIS Dashboard is one of the applications which can consume this stream service and you can display it on a map. which is really, really powerful. Finally, we have 3 high-level patterns of use. We can use them to monitor and manage operation assets. We can use them for event management in case of emergency management like COVID situation, situational awareness. We can monitor assets. We can also use them to show summaries, visualize and compare business data, all within dashboard, and that too single screen. With that, I'll show you some of the dashboard examples. Here is one dashboard where we can monitor water quality status. By seeing this the dashboard, we can see that there are 145 states, 145 assets which are okay and advisory and unknown. If you want to see one of the advisory status, you can click anything on this list shown towards the left side, and you can see what is the problem. You can see that this bacteria level is high for this, and hence there is advisory for this. This is another example dashboards for police department where you can see crimes happened in the last 28 days, and you can see the type of crimes and the divisions. User can select the division he is interested in. And you can see the data gets updated accordingly. You can have multiple analysis tagged on this map, and you can put them in the dashboard. Not only that, you can filter this data using time. Like I want last 7 days or last 3 days, which is very, very useful. Moving on, this is another dashboard where you can see different metrics in a state. Maybe these are schemes in that state. You can see that different indicators are provided, and you can see whether or not they are meeting the target. And you can also see the history by this line chart and bar chart. And you can see the whole details of this metric, and you can provide hyperlink if someone wants to see more information about these metrics. Also, on the top right, you can see that there is a category selector. You can select here drop down, which is drop down, and you can select any of the district. Once I select this districts, you will see that it zooms to a particular area, and the matrix gets changed on the selected district. This is dashboard created for the transport department, where you can see railway stations or railway lines are mapped, and you can see the total kilometers, how many kilometers there for this railway line. And if someone wants to know what are the railway lines created between so and so year, you can drag and drop and see how many kilometers are created, and you can observe that the map got filtered based upon the constructor year. This is another live dashboard created with different indicators, lists, and different parameters. But my focus in this dashboard is the user have created an embedded content wherein he have used a custom web application embedded within this dashboard without writing any code. Here is another way of using dashboard. Here, BBMP have created ArcGIS Enterprise, ArcGIS Hub site, or they can even create ArcGIS Enterprise site, and they have embedded different dashboard elements into this site. You can see this is a dashboard. They kept map on it and embedded different kinds of charts in this dashboard. We have also seen our users creating story maps and embedding dashboards inside this story maps. You can see this forest cover dashboards from 2017 and 2015, and this charts states, top 10 states, and also you can see whether the forest cover is increased or decreased from this dashboard. Here in this COVID situation, Esri India have supported so many states creating their COVID response maps. To see a few of them, you can browse to Esri.in site, Esri.in sites, and click on Know More. Once you click on Know More, you can click on Map Gallery, and you can see how different states have created dashboards using ArcGIS platform. So I urge you to go into this Esri.in site and see these dashboards. Also, for inspiration, you can go to Dashboard Gallery and you can see how different countries globally are creating dashboards and making use of ArcGIS platform. With that, I will now show you how to create a dashboard from scratch. I have logged in into my ArcGIS online organization. There are many ways to create dashboard. I'll show you a few ways on how to create dashboard. The first way is go to top right corner, you see app launcher. When I click it, you will see different apps. Also, you will see dashboards listed in this menu. Once I click dashboards, it will take me to ArcGIS dashboards homepage. The nice thing what I see here is I can see all my dashboards created here in this page and also the dashboards created by colleagues. From here, I can sort my dashboards alphabetically or with the recent time. From here, I can even edit or view or see more information. I can also delete my dashboard if it is. I'll go back to my content. Another way to create dashboard is click on this create button and click on dashboards. You can give title, tags, summary, and choose the folder where you want to save your dashboard. Once you give all this and click on OK, it creates a dashboard item type and you can start creating dashboard. Like I said in my presentations, you can either have a web map or without web map, you can create a dashboard. For this demo, I'll use a web map. For that, I'll open this item details page. I can click on create web app and click on dashboards. This is the third way you can create the dashboard. For now, I'll open this web map in ArcGIS online map here, which many of you are already familiar with. Let me refresh. Once I open my web map, I can see my web map with different layers. I have used earthquake data from Living Atlas. I have symbolized using magnitude, and I have used this whole image Firefly. Also, I have configured my pop-up using configure pop-up, and I have kept all the required details I want to show in pop-up. In this web map, you can even configure your bookmarks so that you can leverage later in the dashboard. Now I am fine with my web map, with my layers. I can go ahead and save it and click on share map. Once I click on share map, you can see different options with whom you want to share your web map and your operation dashboards. It can be public, it can be online, or it can be members of this group. For now, I'll just create a web app and I'll choose ArcGIS Dashboard. I'll provide title and I'll provide tags so that I can search it later. I can choose the folder where I want to save in. I'll click on done. After me clicking on done, it will open a basic dashboard where you can see my dashboard with the web map which I have created. So before you create dashboard, you should know for whom this dashboard is being created. You should know few things like how the dashboard is being used, whether it would be interactive or it's just static where the user would be monitoring the dashboard. Immediately, the first, what you can do is in ArcGIS dashboard, we have two different themes. One is light theme, which you're seeing right now, and there is another theme called dark theme. You can choose one of these themes, and you can start creating your dashboard. Another thing I want to point out is if your organization, if you want to match this dashboard with your organization color palette, you can go to the settings and you can see that the different color options are given in these dashboards. You can change these color options according to your organization color palette so that it matches. For now, I'll click cancel. Now, now you can see that when I click on my feature, you can see that the pop-up which I configured in my web map is coming here, which is really nice. Also, I want other options of my web map to leverage. For that, what you can do is you can go to top left and you can see drag item, configure, duplicate, or delete. For now, I'll click on configure. Sorry for that. By default, you can see that pop-ups is enabled. That is the reason when I click on a feature, you see a pop-up. Also, you can enable bookmarks, or you can choose either or not. Base map can be switched by the user. You can use zoom in and out. Also, you can go to general. You can see the name, title, description, text color. You can change the text color by clicking here. You can change the background color. Now I want to change the title. Let it get started. I will provide title. I can change the height. I can make it bold. I can keep it in center. I can change the text color so that it matches. And I click on done. Once I click on done, you can see top right corner, the base map or the bookmarks which I configured. Zoom in and zoom out here in this. Now I want to add different elements from now. First, what I want to show is the list of most recent earthquakes. For doing that, I have to go to this add menu where you can choose different elements from here. Different elements from here like list, map results, serial charts, pie charts. I'll choose list, and I have to choose from where you want choose the data source. You can either choose by selecting layer from from your organization or other layers. For now, I'll choose a layer which is present in my map here and click OK. You can see here that the top left, uh, this left side is the different options available to configure this list, and the right side you see the preview window. I want to show the recent earthquake. For that, what I'll do is I already know that my data has event time. I'll sort it descending so that I'll see the most recent earthquakes. Also, I want to provide more information in this list. For that, I'll go to this list and click on I want to show magnitude. You see here when I type in, you can see automatic feedback is sent to this preview. And then I can select magnitude. I can change its color. Also, I can use different field informations like place or maybe the event type. I can make it bold. I can make different style options are provided. I can go to general, give a title. Once I'm happy with this configuration, I can click on done. You see that this list has also covered 50% of your screen. You can hover your mouse on this middle handle and you can drag it and place it wherever you want. I'll save it so that I'll not lose my work. And now I want to show an indicator where I want to show a count of all earthquakes. I'll click on add again in this, click on indicator, select this data. You can see that you have different statistics you can perform on this data, like average, minimum, maximum, sum, standard deviation. For now, I want to show the count, so I'm happy with this. I can go to indicator. I can write top text or bottom text, count here, and then I'll click on. I can give some icon to my indicator also. I'll click left, and you can see the different icons are provided. You can choose from one of them, or if you have your custom SVG, you can provide that SVG also here. For now, I'll choose the first one. I can even change color, like I can click done. Now I want to stack it on top of it. For doing that, you can go to top left corner and drag it and stack it wherever you need. Also now I want to see the map region. For that, I can choose add map region and you have different title or description. For now, I'm happy with this. Which region, drag it, top therein. And now I want to see day-wise counts using serial chart. For that, I'll click on add serial chart and choose the data. And also one nicest thing here is you can directly see your data table by clicking on show data table. Sometimes what happens is you forget where your data fields are and you don't have to go to your web map or your data source. You can directly see where your data is in. I know now my date time is in this event time field. So I'll choose event time and I want to see it day wise. But I want to see only for the last 7 days. For that, I can click on filter. I'll choose event time is within the last 7 days. you can see the preview of the configuration which I have done. I can go to chart and I can orient this chart either horizontally or vertically. You can go to series and you can make this chart either as a line or smooth line, or you can create an area chart as well. For now, I'll input as a bar chart and I'll change the color and I'll turn on labels. We'll stack it at the bottom of the screen and I'll drag it a little bit so that the map is visible and I can click on save. This is how we can create different elements in dashboards. Now, if I want to make this interactive, maybe I want this indicator to be changed when I changed my map, when I change my map extent. For that, I can go to this configure option. You see there are map actions. So you can click on this map actions, add target, and I want, when my map extent changes, I want to filter indicator. It's very simple. I can click on done. Now, if I change my map extent, you can see my data is getting updated. The same way, if I click on any one of the list item, I want to pan to that particular map. So that what I'll do is I'll go to configuration of this list, actions, add actions, and I want to pan to the map. Or I want to flash. I can click on that. If I click here, you can see that the the feature is getting panned to, and you can see it on the map. Also, you can have different filters like I've shown in my previous examples. For setting up those filters, you don't see them here, but you will see them either in header or a side panel. For now, I'll go to side panel. I'll click on done. From here, you can see that there are different options in header and side panel. That is, you can configure, you can add category selector, you can add number selector, or you can add date selector. So for I'll click on number selector and I want to filter my data using number selector. I'll click on number selector. You can see options like whether your input type is single or a range. And the display type, you have slider or inbox, the way you want. Now for now, I'll choose slider and I can choose my lower limit and upper limit. I can provide some root label. And I can click on actions. And here, what should happen? When this selection is changed, what should happen? For that, I can click on this add target. I want to filter my map based on magnitude. I want to filter my list. I want to filter the indicator. Filter my serial. Once I set my actions, I'll click on done. So now you will observe that when I change my magnitude here, you will see that my data, even my data gets changed accordingly. Also, I'll add one example here in this header. I'll click OK. Here also, you can add category selector. I want to use features, all countries, and country, then country. and I want to show the none option. In that none option, all countries. Here, when I change my selection, I want to pan to that country. So I'm done. I'll click on done. You see that when once I configured, you see that the country is already added here. I can click on any country. Suppose I want to. Once I click on India, it will take me to India, and you can see the count. Everything gets updated based on the context. This is how we can configure a dashboard very easily, and you can save it. You can launch with this URL. You can copy this and you can share with your users. So my dashboard is ready. I can share it with my users. This you can now see how easy and simple to configure a interactive dashboard. Also, now I want to show you few of the resources from where you can learn more about ArcGIS. You can browse to learn.arcgis.com. This is a very useful site from where you can learn different ArcGIS products. You can click on Lesson Gallery and you can filter the product. Now, if you want to learn more about ArcGIS Dashboard, you can click on ArcGIS Dashboard. And there are many lessons, step-by-step procedures are provided. You can open any one of them. Like I said, you can see the step-by-step procedure, whatever I've explained here in this ArcGIS lessons. So going back to my presentation. So there is upcoming webinar, which is about optimize your operations for business success with ArcGIS Network Analyst. You can register for this event, and this event happens on June 20. Also, you can join communities as per area of interest, by industry, or by product, by segments. You can leverage GIS expertise all from the globe. You can ask questions and which can be answered by different people. So join today and be the part of the community. Like I said, you can gain free access to ArcGIS online and 20 plus apps until August 31st, 2020 due to this COVID situation, including ArcGIS Pro and lessons to learn ArcGIS in Esri Academy.